following the high-profile conclusion of the Beijing summit between U.S. President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping. Both nations' economic ministries have moved rapidly to formalize a series of initial trade outcomes designed to ease global market anxieties. China's Ministry of Commerce released a structured, 5-point framework confirming that the superpower teams have reached a positive preliminary consensus regarding critical tariff arrangements, technology access, and cross-border corporate investments. The announcement has provided global stock markets with a localized sigh of relief, temporarily pausing fears of an absolute economic decoupling between the Western and Eastern hemispheres, amid the wider backdrop of maritime trade disruptions in the Middle East. At the core of the finalized economic consensus is the formal establishment of joint bilateral trade and investment councils designed to serve as direct administrative pipelines to resolve complex commercial grievances without resorting to unilateral retaliation. Through these councils, Washington and Beijing have agreed in principle to implement equivalent, balanced tariff reductions on specific manufacturing and consumer goods of mutual concern, helping stabilize supply chains that have been heavily strained by rising global logistics costs. Furthermore, the Chinese delegation noted that substantive progress has been made toward lowering non-tariff regulatory barriers that have historically locked American agricultural exports out of mainland markets, a move heavily pushed by the Trump administration to secure immediate domestic economic victories, despite the positive commercial optics highlighted by China's commitments to multi-billion-dollar purchases of American Boeing, commercial aircraft, and General Electric aviation engines. Underlying structural and geopolitical frictions continue to cast a long shadow over the accord. The text of the economic agreements largely avoided resolving the core structural divisions regarding high-end semiconductor export curbs and the ongoing technological blockades surrounding advanced artificial intelligence development. Additionally, President Trump's public assertions during the trip that Washington remains entirely self-reliant regarding its military strategies in the Middle East have signaled to international observers that this new business-first relationship is strictly pragmatic rather than a deep geopolitical alignment. For global investors, the post-summit accords represent a necessary stabilization pact that prevents a wider trade war. But experts maintain that the fundamental competition for global tech supremacy remains entirely unchecked.